This is hysterical. This has happened to me several times. So this white woman, who granted doesn't have the best attitude in the world, but is sitting between two gigantic fat black people. So she's a racist. Because she shouldn't complain that her space is totally enveloped and invaded by two people that can't curb their enthusiasm at the dinner table. So that's the woman's fault. That the airline plunks you down in between these two globes of rotund, human, undisciplined, disgusting people. It has nothing to do with the color of their skin. It's that they're gigundous. They should be paying what it costs to ship a horse for having these two people on this plane. But this woman, because she doesn't want to sit there like the prisoner of Zenda in the land of Fatazona, she's the problem. And I love these people that judge her. Because this ought to be illegal. If you're that fat, you shouldn't be on a plane. Period. They ought to have a fat airplane for fat people. Okay? And I don't give a shit if this hurts anyone's feelings. If you've ever been stuck between this, and I have, okay? It's wrong. And it ought to be illegal. The seats on airplanes get smaller and smaller, and the asses of the undisciplined, slovenly people get bigger and bigger. And if you have the temerity to eat like a human being and not a damn pack animal, oh no, you're wrong, because you should sit there and let these fat people spill over onto you like an avalanche of human flesh. These airlines should be sued. That's the personification of stress. A normal-sized person in between two avalanches of fat people who have glandular problems, I'm sure, along with their addiction to Big Macs. But that's her fault. Now watch the douchebags on the back of this flight attack her. And she very astutely says, well, you go sit there. Now the fat woman wants to file a report. Yeah, she's not putting up with this crap, but it's okay for you to put up with her fat ass that spills over into your seat. That's why I don't want to fly anymore. It's uncivilized. You want to know where your democracy is? I'll tell you. Get in a car and go down any highway in this country. And look at the diversity. Because when I started driving, there wasn't a lot of diversity, especially commuting in the morning. It was mostly white working men who just happened to have this funny foible. They obeyed laws for the most part. Now today it's a jungle. An absolute, undisciplined, uncivilized jungle. A whole demographic of people, I'm not going to say who they are, that don't use their turn signals, who pull out in front of you at their whim while they're roaring at you. They cut you off and give you the finger. I don't want to talk about all the other people who don't even speak English in this country but are given driver's licenses. And then there's this crap. Used to get on an airplane, you felt like you were part of a civilized nation. Now it's a free-for-all. A free-for-all for fat people.